And we are live. Hello, everybody. It's always amazing to have you here. And today I'm especially excited because it's a new subject. And we are also making a combination of Feng Shui and Kabbalah. So you will get maximum information and tips how to enhance your relationship, your love life. And if you are in a relationship, you will enhance it. And if you are not yet, you can attract your soulmate. Okay, so are you ready? So for all the people, they don't know me. I see here, most of you I know, but we are also live, so I never know who's joining. I'm Annette Halfon, Feng Shui master, and I'm giving consultations all over the world when I'm there, which I prefer for homes and offices if I'm not there, and then we can do it online also. Okay, so you have the choice. And before we start, before I introduce you to know me, I would like us to concentrate a moment, to take one moment to go inside, to breathe, to take a moment for ourselves. So again, welcome wherever you are in the world. And now I would like to introduce you to Nomi. Nomi Dahan, she is a lovely friend of mine from Los Angeles. We are doing lectures together already for many, many years. And it's always fun together. She is a Kabbalah teacher and her specialty is face reading. So Nomi is there and she will explain to us also what is Tu B'Av, because this is the reason for this lecture. It's the spiritual equivalent of Valentine's Day. So Nomi, now it's your time to introduce yourself, what you're doing, and also to tell us a little bit what is Tu B'Av. Nomi, I cannot hear you. Wait, please unmute yourself.
Unmute.
Okay, now.
It's okay now?
Perfect, perfect.
Okay. So thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to be with Annette. And like Annette say, we know for many, many years. And for me, we teach spirituality. And for me, Annette is an example of spiritual person. What is spirituality? Before we start, we're here for Feng Shui, to learn about Tu B'Av, but what is really spirituality? It's to be a good person. The reason we came to the world, it's to help others, to be a good person. And we can say, why do I need it, So spirituality is about to be an example, and that's why again I love about Annette, because the inside and outside and how she treats people, she's with love, and that's what brings us to Tu B'Av. What is Tu B'Av? Like Annette said, it's the holiday of love, and holiday of love according to Kabbalah. And by the way, Kabbalah is not only Judaism; it's for everybody. Kabbalah teaches us about the energy that's available in the cosmos. And in Tu B'Av, we see whoever know astrology, so the planet sun and moon are equal, same power, and it's represent body and soul. So like Annette did the meditation before to take time for ourselves. So what is love? And I was planning to speak about this, and she did a meditation. It's a beautiful, very, very, it's an amazing how it's connected with today. Because what is love? Love, it's a result. It's not oh, I want love. I want people to love me. Why my husband hate me? My boyfriend. Some people have a routine in relationship, the same, they attract the same people. And sometimes it's abusive or not abusive, or just doesn't work, or we get hurt. What it's come to teach us is something about ourselves. You know, we are like magnet with the cosmos. So what is love? Love is to be one with ourselves, with our soul. It starts with us. To behave that in a way that our soul, our inside want us to behave. You know, in Kabbalah, we say to be like the creator. What is the creator? What is God? God just wants to give, to share, to love us, right? God is only mercy. So we need to be like the creator. So I'm not saying, oh, you know, some people walk around, oh, I love you, and we give. Sometimes what is love, tough love, is not to give, you know, with our children, right? Sometimes we need to put boundary to help them grow. So, but to start with having love, having good relationship, we need to love ourselves. To love ourselves, sometimes we judge ourselves. Oh, what I did a long time ago. We have this routine of thinking negative, each person with his own thing. And I suggest after the lecture to take time to look inside and to see where we are judging ourselves, and to write it down, and slowly to stop it. You can talk to Annette, you can talk to me how to work on this, but take a note, write it down, and work with this. So like we said, we all want love. We all want to love ourselves. So again, to listen to ourselves. Tu B'Av, it's a time that comes from the time of creation. We know everything from the time of the creation. When God created the world, he put everything in order. So that time, amazing, very powerful time. Whoever know Yom Kippur, the same power like Yom Kippur. And we know in Tu B'Av, there is in the cosmos the ability to connect with our soulmate. So some of us have a relationship, some have a good, some bad, some better without the relationship, you know, and some don't have. So today we can do a meditation to ask to connect with our soulmate. And more than this, there is something beautiful we learn, how we make our prayer work, because this lecture is also about tools that make things happen, not just talking. So Annette's gonna speak about spiritual tools that, like what is Feng Shui, it's antenna to draw the energy. So today she's gonna focus about relationship. So according to Kabbalah, how we make prayer work for us, to pray for others. So let's say we have a single kid. I want my kid to marry. I want the relationship to work. Or my son is already 40, have nobody. What's wrong with him? So I'm gonna start praying. I make a list, and I pray for the son of my neighbor, for somebody I heard, he doesn't have, I don't even know him. I take his name and his mother's name. I pray for everybody. And when we pray for others, it's come to us, it worked for us, because we bring the energy for it. When we take care of everybody, then we take care of ourselves. That's, again, it's love. But first, we spoke before, first we need to love ourselves. So we have the power to give to others. Like we say, this month, Leo, governed by the sun. You know, only Cancer and Leo, it's two astrology signs that don't share planet. It's only one planet governed. It's only the sun for Leo and Cancer. Other planets share, like Mercury, it's for Gemini and Virgo and so on. It's so powerful, it's only one sign. That's why the month of Leo, it's very, very powerful. And in Kabbalah, we teach the beginning, it can be not negative, but it's time that we need to watch out, to be careful, and then it transforms. So when the sun and the moon equal, it means that our soul is ready to manifest. So it's ready to manifest. So we are ready to meet our soulmate. And whoever have a soulmate to have a stronger connection. It happened only one day in the year, and it helps us to have a stronger connection. So I told Annette that I'm going to speak also about palm and face, right? So some tip about palm and face. Right now we did a meditation, and hope we have a date. We really like the guy. And by the way, relationship, it's also in the business. When I do a reading, we speak about many relationships. So let's say in a business, I'm about to open a business with a partner. I want to know I can trust him. So what is about the face? First of all, when we look at somebody, there is a palm that to read the line. So it's a bit difficult. So we're not going to talk about this. And there is the face. So why we have the palm and face? Because the palm, you sit with somebody, you don't start to look at his hand. Oh, let me see your line. And I read about you. I know who you are. And so we look at the face. So first of all of us have this, again, to connect with our inside, with our soul. So you look at somebody and you ask yourself, when I do palm and face, I don't do, people in the street. I'm not start to look in and see, oh, who's this person and who's that. No, just when I need. Let's say somebody come for a reading, want to know about if this is the right person to marry or for business. So then I dig in. So that's very, very important, not to come to a point of judgment. So I have, let's say somebody checking his business partner, future business partner. We look at his face. First of all, what the feeling that coming to us. It's very, very important to work on our intuition. Very powerful. And then we see the frame of the face. For example, there is a square face. There is a round face. There is oval, long. So the round face, for example, very, very good people, but they can be lazy. So depends what you want. You want a reception. Somebody with a round face can be super friendly and welcoming people and work great. Another thing is the face. We want to see that there is balance. Balance is the key word for everything in life. So you look at somebody's face, and you see, 1 second, if the nose to go to the right or to the left, it's not imbalanced, especially about nose, it means this person is not honest person. So we better watch. So again, judging, maybe he's not honest with himself, or probably he's not going to be honest with you. So you want to ask, there's something about the chin. When it's the chin going all the way out, very strong chin, what we know, where we see it. And I'm not, don't want to sound judgmental, but in cartoon, many times what we see, the witch have this long chin, right? The bad witch. So it's not that the person is bad, but the person have a strong desire, very strong desire, that sometimes you're going to put everybody, include you, behind, and it's about him. So that can bring a person to lie and cheat. The same thing in relationship. Depends what you look. If you're looking to be controlling by somebody, that strong chin, 100%. So in a relationship, you want to see a square face, it's balanced. You want to balance in the, if you take you cut it to half, you see it's all the same size. And one thing that's very, very powerful, deep set eyes. Many times, if you Google about criminal, people that did bad stuff, stealing money, you see a very deep set eyes. It's a sign for many, many, many negative things. So if you see deep set eyes, sometimes I do reading and I sit with somebody, super nice. They have a deep set eyes. And he's good with his wife in the relationship. He tell me, but you say deep sometimes. I told him, and how you doing in business? Very successful businessman. He tell me, yeah, in business, I step on people even. So nothing, anything we see, it's there, the behavior of the person, and we need to find where the person acts like this. At home, at the business, there's many questions. In many ways, it can come to us in our life with the person. So before I give it back to Annette, any question from anyone? Okay. So thank you, Annette, for the opportunity, and let's continue with your wisdom.
Okay, so that was very interesting. While you were explaining, I was thinking if I'm balanced, I have a little pointed chin. So
yes,
some people consider me to be rich, but I'm trying to be at least a good one.
Exactly.
We have all a little bit from everything. But as you said, balance is the most important thing. Okay, so let's start. I will share my screen. And there we go. Okay, and let's start here. Let's make it big. Okay, there we go. Okay, now we know Tu B'Av is a, oh, hey, come on. Why did it jump already? Okay, previous, let's stay here. Okay, it's about relationships, okay? Existing relationships, okay? Or relationships we want to have. And there we can work with our mind, okay? First of all, we have to be ready for one. And then we can put out the signs, and then we can attract it. And this we want to do. So I would like to have this a class that you can join and participate. So please, if you have answers, questions, so unmute yourself. It's the space button, and just come in and join. So let's start Feng Shui, however want to pronounce it. It's Chinese. We will probably never say it in the right pronunciation. So anybody has an idea what these two words mean? Somebody? What is Feng? What is Shui? Don't be shy. Okay, I see I have in the chat. Let's study this. Okay, there are questions for you. Okay, I will go through them later in the chat. Okay, Feng Shui is wind and water. What is wind and water? It's nature. It's creation. We are part of this wind and water. And when we have a little bit of wind and a little bit of water, everything is perfect. Everything is in balance. Too much wind is a catastrophe. Too much water, a tsunami. Okay, so we always need the right balance. There we go. Okay, now we have energies all around us. There are energies, they are called from heaven, which we cannot influence. Okay, they are there. And we have energies from earth. Now, these two energies, who are they influencing? Who are these two influencing? Right, we are exactly in the middle. Okay, energies from heaven are influencing us every morning. This is, we have exciting energy, or we are dragged down. These are energies we cannot change. Okay, there are energies. The heaven is influencing the earth. That means a building has its own energies. We can study it. Yes. Okay. And our environment, the earth, is influencing us. If I'm in a home that is good for me, I feel happy. I'm happy to go home, happy to be at home. If the energy at home doesn't fit us, we don't want to be home. We feel sick. We find excuses not to go home. Okay, you simply can see how you feel and what you can do. So we are influenced by these two energies all the time. What we can do, we can first of all do the feng shui on our home to change the earthly energies that are around us. Yes. And we can study energies, we can study spirituality. Everything helps us to develop ourselves. Okay, that's very important. So now we always have these two energies from heaven. These are the energies of the 5 elements. We are starting with the element water. Water is feeding the wood. Wood is wood for the fire. The fire is burning down into ashes. Okay. In the earth, we have the metal created, and under the metal lines in the earth, we have the water created. And this is a cycle, and everything in this world goes according to this cycle. Now, the heavenly energies, you probably all know, these are the 12 zodiac animals. Okay, starting from the rat, then the ox, the tiger, the rabbit, the dragon, the snake, the horse, the goat, the monkey, the rooster, the dog, and the pig. Okay, now every one of us has heavenly and has earthly energies. So we are born, we have a date of birth. Okay, so we always have two together. Everything what's in this on this world has these two energies together. So we have the energies from the year, heaven and earth, two. Okay, we have two energies from the months, heaven and earth. We have two energies from the day, and we have two energies from the hour. Okay, so we have 8 energies. These 8 energies are somewhere in the cycle of the 5 elements, because all these animals, they actually, each one of them also belongs to one of the elements. So we have 8 energies, and these 8 energies, they create how we are, what we think, what we need. Now, we are talking about love. When is there an attraction of 2 people? The attraction is there when the 8 energies of the lady fits to the 8 energies of the man, okay, or of the partner. Okay, it has to be a give and a take. If one partner has a lot of fire, then it's better to have another partner who can handle this fire. If I have 2 partners with too much emotions and feelings, that's too much. That's not a partnership. Okay, partnership is give and take, always. So if we're making a chart for somebody, we see our own energies. Okay, so if you have somebody you are attracted to, yes, please, you can go to Nomi and see how is his face and his palms. But we also can check and make the chart and see how his energies or her energies fit to yours. Okay, and then actually that makes it easier. Okay, the energies we also can see every day. We have energies. We can see energies, they are good for us. We can see energies, they are a little bit more problematic. Today, that's my genius calendar. It's my invention. And I'm just working now already on the one for next year. So Okay, we have still people coming in. That's great. So everybody who missed the beginning, who wants to see it again, who likes it and wants to send it to a friend, this is recorded. We are live streamed on Facebook. I will put it also in the YouTube channel. It will be in my website, and Novi also will have it and put it on her website. So you can have access to it whenever you want it. Okay, so you can see the energies of the day. When it's yellow or green, it's a good day. Okay. If it's a red day like today, it's a little bit more complicated. Okay. That means you will hear the siren a little bit more, fire brigade a little bit more. It doesn't mean it's a bad day. Okay. You see here every day also says fire monkey. These are the energies, and they, if we have your chart, we can say the monkey is a blessing for you, or you would rather stay at home and do yoga. Okay, so it's an amazing tool. And on these days, okay, when we have some ladies, they are a little bit aware that husband still looking good, and ladies have an eye on him. So I can tell her on this and these days, be a little bit more with him. Don't let him alone, or things like this. Interesting tool, and we can use it for making money, for meeting people, for going to have an appointment. Anything that is important, we should do on, for us, good days. Okay, so this is the calendar. Now, let's get home. Let's start now with the Feng Shui at home. And, okay, love, love, love has a lot to do with the bedroom. So let's start with the bedroom. Okay. Have a look at this nice bedroom. What would you say? Please unmute yourself. Just put in your impression. Okay, if your bedroom looks like this, how are the chances here for romance? A little bit more complicated. Yes, it's a little bit messy. It could look better, let's say, like this. Okay.
No balance.
Exactly. Here, look at this. It is more organized. Okay. But what's the problem here? Think about the balance. What's the problem here?
I think the other person cannot enter his side.
Exactly. So that we always should have access from both sides, because we want to have a partner coming in, right? So, okay, bedroom should have balance and things in two. We want to have a couple, okay? Normally. Okay. So what's important in the bedroom, if we summarize it, it's to have a solid wall behind your head. That's a rule in Feng Shui, not only for the bed, also for the office. Everywhere where you are, try to have a solid wall behind you. Why? It gives confidence. Okay? It gives protection. We always should be protected. That's the main and the most thing. Now, protection is not enough. Have access from both sides. Yes, here we can see it clearly. Good. Okay, have 2 nightstands, 2 pillows. Okay, so in general, things in 2. If you have only 1 nightstand, it's not the end of the world. If you have a beautiful romantic picture with 2, you have it balanced. Okay, but you have everything only 1, 1, 1. That makes it a little bit more complicated. You must see the door of the room. Why? Why should I want to see the door of the room? I want to be in control. Yes, that's be protected, be in control. This is the most important things in Feng Shui, in anything, in business, in romance, in everything. Okay, I want to see the door. I want to see who's standing there and looking at me. Okay, also it has a practical thing. If you have kids, I mean, you never know when somebody stands in the door. Sometimes it could be a little bit complicated. Okay, so try, if you cannot see the door, you can work with a little mirror. Put it in a way that you can see the door. There are ways. Okay, where there is a will, there is a way. Sleep with your head in a favorable direction. Okay, favorable directions are derived from the date of birth. There are people, they are Western people, and there are people, they are Eastern people. And it really makes a difference the way you sleep. Little story from home. My husband, he is a Western person, and he was flying in the whole world, all for his profession. He could sleep anytime, anywhere, until we moved to the new house. That was about 30 years ago. And around the same time, I started learning this. And the same thing you learn is the directions, the first thing you learn. So we are coming to the new bed, and everything is nicely, like here, 2 nightstands, everything good. The guy doesn't sleep anymore. I sleep like a baby, he doesn't sleep anymore. So what's the problem? Okay, so I asked my teacher, what should I do? Now, he is a Western person, I'm an Eastern person. So actually our directions are just the opposite. Now we're still sleeping in one bed together. So my teacher said, okay, if the direction of the room is good for you, at least you have to give a good direction to the bed, that we have a balance. Again, balance. Okay. So in our bed, like this was the way it was before, the nightstand headboard would be to the southeast, corners the east. Then we have the straight wall, the northeast. Okay, the southeast, I'm Eastern, so it's good for me. The room is Eastern, good for me. So the same day we moved the bed from the southeast to the other wall on the side, to the northeast. It was Friday. Usually he gets up 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. It was Saturday, and the guy was sleeping. I went downstairs, I had my first coffee. I had my second coffee. It was 9, it was 9:30. And then I took a heart, and I was afraid to go into the room, but he was finally sleeping. Just the direction of the bed, okay? So if you want to know your directions, please let me know. This is free of charge, and I will tell you which is a good direction for you. In general, now everything is changing all the time. This is general. Every year it's changing a little bit. Your good directions will always stay your good directions, but the quality of the direction might shift a little bit. We get soon to it. Okay, and have it intimate and cozy. That's all. You don't have to have a whole hall as your bedroom. Intimate, cozy, things in two, make it romantic, and that's all it needs. Okay, now next thing. Now we're getting out of the bedroom. Look at your walls. What do you have on your walls? Okay, here somebody is a nature lover, and he loves to make photographs of birds. It's a beautiful picture, okay? But there's one little problem. What's the problem here? Exactly. This poor bird is alone, okay? So this one would be either decided to have it balanced or have the two, okay? This one is a better one if I want to have a relationship, that's for sure. Okay, let's look the same thing. In my kitchen, I love beer. Okay, I'm still German, so I can put this picture, or I could put something like this. You see, again, the same theme, but this one, the two classes are two. Okay, relationship, we want two, not only one. Okay, so it can be a very sensual picture for the bedroom. Okay, very good. It can be also some tiles. I found them in a friend's home and they really have an amazing relationship. And in their bathroom even, they had little tiles, a few of them in there. I found it really romantic. Okay, a lot of people love Marilyn Monroe. She's a beautiful woman. Okay, she was a great star and was not so happy. So if I'm a lady alone and I have my whole wall full of Marilyn Monroes, I have to balance it. Okay, I can balance it with Vivian Light and Clark Gable, for an example. Okay, if I want to go with the same theme, you got my point. Okay, if I want to have one picture with one, I have to have somewhere else, and we will see where we need it. I have to have a couple. Otherwise, I'm stuck with my one lady or one man with my one. If you want relationship, we need two. And another rule, everything what you have on your walls, they have to make you happy. If they don't make you smile or happy or create a lovely memory, get rid of them. They just take space. Okay, here, look at Picasso. It's a couple embracing, wonderful. Okay, now another Picasso. Look at this. Okay, so what would you say to the second Picasso? You can talk to me, you can unmute yourself. Okay, so now it depends what you see. Okay, it depends. If you see here, wow, a great, amazing sex life, wow, then I would say, good for you. If I look at it, I'm very conservative in these things. I look at it and I see distorted bodies and the body parts, it's not for me. Then it rather stays in the museum. Okay, it depends what you see. Okay, personal pictures. Look at them. This couple, I mean, it's Purim, Carnival, kids, but they disguised as ghosts, death. Not very positive. Not very positive. Now look at this couple. Okay, she sits on his lap, but look at this. She looks to the left. He looks to the right. Both of them with sunglasses. He still makes a smile. She doesn't even smile. He doesn't put the arm around her. There is no connection. This is a very bad feng shui picture. Okay, there is no connection within this couple. They are together because they forced them together. They have interests together. I don't know, but there is no romance between the two of them. Okay, so if you have personal pictures, try pictures that you both are happy, smiling. Okay. Doesn't have to be your wedding picture, but if you see it, you have to laugh. Okay, and if I look here at my husband, I still have to laugh at him. And we are 40 years together, so something seems to work. Okay, now let's go to the decoration at home. Look at this beautiful sculpture. They are very nice, and it's a couple. Now, look, I just changed their position. Look at this. Do you see the difference? Here are two people back to back, and here are two people connected. Okay, so whatever, all the couples you have at home, make them somehow that they are related to each other. Okay, so decoration. Here, the two birds, they are the famous Chinese mandarin ducks. You can have them as decoration. Even this corner, two chairs. Oh, they even have two orchids in here. This is a romantic corner. Okay, we don't have to have the Chinese symbols. You can work with symbols you have at home. Okay, now let's get deeper. Every house has a floor plan. Okay, now you have to stand inside the house with your compass, our phone. Each one has this stupid thing at home. You have a compass in it. Just find it, you open it, and then you have to make the 8 movement. Then you hold it and you're looking. When I'm standing in the middle here and I'm looking towards the corner here, it should say south. The same, when I'm standing in the middle here, I'm looking to this corner where the 4 says it's southeast. Okay, like this, you find your directions. We cannot do Feng Shui without the compass. It's not possible. Okay, this is classical Feng Shui, but what we are doing, and I'm trying to give you the best advice. Now, if we have the floor plan, look at this. I put a grid on it, and then I see there are parts bigger and there are parts smaller. Wherever they are, they influence something in our life. Let's look at closer. So here we have a nice apartment. Okay, and again, we have the directions. Very important that I'm clear with the directions. Okay, now the southwest corner here, this is related to the lady in the house and relationships. Okay, if I have 2 men together in a relationship, we always have a more emotional part, a more feminine part, and a more manly part, okay, in every relationship, also in gay relationships. So one takes the southwest, the feminine part, and to the other one we get. So everything what's happening in the southwest here, it's the whole living room is influencing the lady and relationship. Okay, next one. The west is inheritance and leisure. Northwest, there we are. That's the husband, the man, and the authority. Okay, here we have in this apartment, for this floor plan, we have a bedroom. Very good. Okay, the north is our career. The northeast is peace of mind. Okay, to take a nice bath here. Fits, nice peace of mind. The east is health. Southeast is luck and romance. And the south is fun and reputation. Okay, so you see, we have few areas at home that we can enhance love and relationships. Okay, it is. Which are my important for love and relationship? Yes. Southwest, lady and relationship. The northwest, husband and authority, and the romance. Don't forget it. So what can I do? Okay, what can I do here in the romance? First of all, look what room you have in either of these 3. If I have a nice living room, the chances to have marriage, to have a husband, to have romance are very good. Okay, if I have an office there, these are working people. Yes, it's good. Okay, so their romance is related to the office. Okay, if we have what else? up. Where is it? If I have a staircase there, not bad at all. That means moving energies. Yes. Okay, and if I have a bedroom there, very, very nice. Okay, but it's not always there. I don't know how I got these nice paintings here on the side. Okay, symbols of love. Yes, these are the places I want to put them. In the southeast for romance, in the southwest, in the northwest. What are symbols? It can be a bunch of fresh flowers. It can be a picture of the wedding or of my spouse, or of my loving. It can be the Chinese ducks. Okay, it can be a picture with 2 glasses of wine. It can be, again, the rose quartz. It can be a statue. Or it can be a blessing, Shin Aleph Hey, the Kabbalah blessing for love, for the soulmate. Okay, so these are the things you can work with. Now, we are getting deeper to it. Okay, so for the lady is always the southwest. Here, in this case, it's a corner. In other houses, it might be here, then it's the middle of the wall. Okay, it might be another corner. I'm talking now about this special example. So I can put a love symbol in this corner. Now, that's not enough. I have the same corner actually in every room. I can put the same, you see, it's the same southwest corner in the bedroom to put there something. I can put it here in the dining room. Okay, I even can put something in the bathroom. Okay, that's for the ladies, for find a soulmate. Okay, and we still have people coming in, and that's great. Okay, now for the husband or the authority, also to make him romantic. Yes, the northwest corner, there I put something romantic. Okay, now what you put there, ladies, that is what you are attracting. Okay, there was a very funny example. One lady, she had a boyfriend, and she wanted him to take her with him traveling. Okay, so we put in the northwest, in this area here, we put their travel books. When I came to her a year later, she says, he took me around the world. Wow, I said, it's working, great. Now she says, make him a little bit more softer, sweeter. Okay, so we put some chocolates there, but that's an idea. Okay, so the same thing in the northwest. We have the same corner here. We have the same corner in the bathroom. We have the same corner in the living room and the dining room. Okay, here it's an open kitchen, so I don't have corners here. Otherwise, I can do this in every room. Okay, now I have also the romance. I want to enhance romance. This is very easy, just a little attention. Okay, it can be a little plant. It can be a little picture in the southeast corner. Okay, it can be in the bedroom, can be some romantic candles near the bathtub. Okay, these are the places for love and relationship. So these are the Feng Shui corrections. Use them. But the most important thing, make order. Okay. If you have a messy corner in the southwest, you don't feel well and you won't attract a soulmate. Okay, the same in the northwest. The husband will not feel well, or you will not find one if you put in the dirty laundry there. Very important what you have, to have it clean, nice, and then you put the accent. If you want to have a sport guy, you put some sports things there. If you want to have a guy traveling the world, you can put the globus there, or you can put the books with the travel there. Okay, the same thing for the lady. Oh, okay. Now, sometimes we have situations. In my southwest, I have a bathroom. Bathroom, if it's the shower, the bathtub, it's still cleansing, it's still okay. But the toilet is something we rather close. If you have it on the romantic area, it's not the best thing to have. Now, if I have on my husband a really messy garage, the first thing again, what do I do there? I make order. That's the first thing. And then I can use the other corners at home to enhance him, to do the good stuff, okay? Now, here it's a girl's room. Okay, it was so messy when I came in there. I couldn't even get in. She had everything laying in the middle of her room, school stuff, clothes, shoes, everything. So, and this was the area of her father, the husband of the family. So I told her, listen, I mean, it's your room, you can do there what you want. But by having this room like this, you are a bad influence to your father. You're not helping him. And the girl was just before she moved to college, so she got a point. She took her things. Her father moved his office in this room. Within 2 months, he had an upgrade in his work. It was amazing to see the shift in the whole family here. Okay, so make order. Okay, now the southwest area in the house is a bathroom. We said that's not the most ideal thing. What can I do? Okay, it doesn't mean you won't find a husband or your relationship will not be okay or something, because like we said, we have a bathroom, we have the southwest in the bedroom, we have a southwest in the living room, in the kitchen, in the entrance, in the bedroom. Okay, what we have in big, we have it also in small. Okay, now we're getting to our symbols. So if it's a bedroom, I put there exactly in the middle here, the picture of my marriage, of my romantic picture. Okay, then we can put the Picasso in the living room. In the kitchen, we can put the glasses, the 2 wine glasses. Okay, or you can put in the dining on the patio, you can put the 2 ducks. You can play with the 2 little ducks. They are small like this. They were practical. We had one case, we had to, it was just the corner of the bedroom, the entrance of the door. Now, where can we put this thing? And she wanted to have them. So we put them, we glued them on top of the door, facing each other like this. And actually the lady said, you know what? Something is shifting. Okay, so you can play with these things. It's up to you. Okay, now let's get personal for now. You are now here, you want to get as much information as possible. Yes, this year is social and romantic for a special crowd. Okay, here we go to the date of birth again. For all born in the years with a 6 at the end. Now comes the trick, be careful. The Chinese year always starts between the 3rd and the 5th of February, usually the 4th of February. So if I say here 1936, I mean 4th of February 36 until the 3rd of February 37. Okay, so all of these years, they are from February to the next year, February to 7. Okay. Do we have some lucky people here? Okay, so if you're married, that means it's a romantic year. It's a year where you can go out a little bit and enhance your relationship. If you're not, it's a year that you can go out and have the possibility and the chance to meet somebody. Okay. Okay, now we said the quality of the directions are changing every year. Okay, actually, it's also changing every month. If you're interested, we are meeting once a month. It's a free class. It's the first Sunday in the month, Feng Shui. I'm sending a Zoom link. You get a ticket from Eventbrite, and then you get the energies of the months. Okay, now for the whole year 2022, if your headboard is towards the southwest, it is sickness. Because of we are still in the stupid Corona bioweapon situation, it's not good to sleep on sickness. Okay, the correction would be the Chinese coin string. At the moment, they are sold out. I ordered new bunch. Didn't arrive yet. If you're interested, just letting me know. Okay, so if you are to the southwest, take more vitamins and put the string there. Okay, now let's summarize. To find your soulmate or to enhance your relationship, what you have to do: take care of your bedroom. Give some attention to the southeast. Southeast is your romance and luck. Find the southwest area and northwest areas. Okay, and there you put the corrections for the symbols for love. Okay, you got all kind of ideas now according to your taste, according what fits in your situation. And yes, if I also have a book about love, if you're interested. You can get it also as an ebook in our web store. Okay, you can also, if you have questions, you can get me through the web store, to the WhatsApp. Okay, we have symbols of love there, whatever you want. There are here the rose quartz, the little ducks, the jasper hearts. And now I'm wishing us all love, love, love. Okay, if you have questions, you can ask me now. You can write to me, and I will be happy to answer. Okay, somebody has a question? Okay, let me see what's in the chat. Okay, with deep eyes. Okay, Flavia, Nomi. Are you here? Flavia asked with the deep eyes.
I'm sorry, what?
Say a little bit more what the deep eyes they mean.
The deep eyes. So I'm sorry, what the question, what the meaning of deep eye? Deep set eyes, right?
Yes.
So deep set eyes is people that they can be dangerous for us, so they can be dangerous or not good in part of life, maybe in business. They can be a great partner in relationship, but in business, so we need to check in what area of the personality the deep set eyes affect. But for example, but there's always something there. Well, that's what I said before. For example, once long time ago, it was a story about a pilot that crashed the whole plane, right? I think it was British or something. He was depressed, but when we look at the picture, you have these deep set eyes. So stuff like this coming from people with deep set eyes, and there's a way to see deep set eyes. So what I'm saying, always tell people, we're not going to become a reader. Even after I give a seminar of a 6 meeting long seminar, we're still not becoming a reader, and we need to check very well if the person really have deep set eyes and how it's really deep inside of his face. But when the person really we really want to double check. Yes.
Yes, that's important before we cancel somebody completely. So Leah is asking if you do classes.
I'm sorry. Yes,
if you give classes on this.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear. What?
If you are giving classes on this.
Yes. I think our next meeting, I'm gonna bring a slide, and depending the energy that's gonna be around the meeting. Let's say the new moon of Virgo. It's a Virgo. It's the sign of Virgo. It's about judgmental.
Okay.
And
so everybody who's interested,
so we can do about this area. Yes, so we do.
Okay, so everybody interested, just contact you.
Yes.
Okay, sorry, Marisa, I don't know the previous slide. I didn't see this. Okay, do you come to people's house? Yes, Ashley, I'm coming to people's home. Depends where you live. I mean, to the moon is a little bit more difficult. I'm coming normally. I'm planning now to go in end of October, November, LA, Florida, Miami, Boca area, and New York. And I have an invitation to Texas. So if you're in this area somewhere, let me know. I will be happy to come. Find about what direction. How we find the direction. Okay, take your phone. Okay, on the iPhone, it's right on the front, the compass. On Android, you have to maybe download it, but it should be there also. Open the compass, make the 8 movement a few times, especially when you have an iPhone, it needs some persuasion. Sometimes it's totally off. It takes a few minutes to get. And then hold it still. The direction you look at, this is the direction we need. Okay, so yes, and like this, if this is the south, so you mark there south on your floor plan, okay, or you see what you have in the south, and you can check yourself up. If you look to the other direction, then it should say north. Okay, just to make sure, that's important. Okay, find out about direction. If you want more to know, I also have instruction written down. I can send it to you. So if you write me a note, I sent you a message on your phone. Okay, I'm a Virgo. That's nice. Okay, Robertson, area Los Angeles. Perfect, Ashley. I will be there for, that's near the Kabbalah Center. I will be there for sure. Okay, in October. Okay, these are all the questions here. So now I stop my share. Oh, we are still keeping coming in. Now, okay, I want you to have another moment where you can make your wish, what you want from a partner, what you are praying for, how you wish your relationship to be like. And with this wish, think about how you can put this as a symbol in the areas I showed you. Okay, are you ready? That's an amazing tool, and you can do it. So thank you everybody for coming in. And again, I will put the whole thing on the recording on the YouTube and in our websites, and you can get it and send it to friends. Nomi, thank you so much. It was very, very interesting. And I hope we are doing a lot of more joint ventures together.
Yes.
And I wish everybody here an amazing romantic relationship. Okay, enjoy. We are here to enjoy, and our love is spreading. And the world needs now our love. We have to be the example. So I'm happy you are here. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.